everyone, welcome back to another video. So this video is going to be a speed run of the holiday rewards just because I figured it was a quick one to go through. So this is going to be a voiceover, and we're just not going to dilly daddle. We're going to get straight to it and then we'll chat a little bit. So the first one is about learning traditions. Susu, I need your help to spread joy and cheer this holiday season. I've received a special mission to discover the wonderful traditions that people around the world share with their loved ones. I thought you could lend me a hand. Try talking with others or cooking something unique to connect with these traditions. Warmest wishes, Jasmine Holiday. So basically upon editing this, I realized I scan read faster than I talk, so there's going to be a lot of delays with that. But either way, what I'm doing right now is that I forgot that the last episode ended off with the stupid Harvest Fest, so I'm just deleting all the gnomes off my thing because I hate that thing. And basically while I figure out what the heck I was doing here, the first week you have to talk to 2 people about their traditions. So this is why I went up to Eliza, because she was still on my property from the previous one where we basically brought her back to life. She was a ghost for whatever reason. And you also have to make japchae, which I think later on I will actually show like what it is. Japchae, I actually know what it is because like I like Korean food quite a bit, so it's fun seeing that in there as well. So Eliza says, my festive traditions, I guess the thing I most fondly remember was always looking forward to getting together and playing some retro video games. They don't make them like they used to. So I think, to be honest, a lot of this was like the same. But we'll keep an eye on that. So I was just maintaining my garden because I think some of my plants died as per usual. Honestly, I swear I was regular with it. Like, how do I have dead plants every now and then? But whatever. Does anyone else find it incredibly hard to find the household collections? I don't know why, but every time it throws me off. This made me giggle. I didn't know that a trash plant was actually part of the collection, but it's there. I don't remember why I even went into the collections. I originally thought it was to see if the wreath was in there, but no, I guess it was to see if the fruit plant was actually a collectionable item. Does anyone else also seem to have issues with whenever they go to cook, it like freezes and then you have like a mini heart attack because it froze? But anyway, here's the japchae. So japchae are sweet potato starch noodles stir-fried with vegetables and meat, and is one of Korea's best-loved dishes. It was once a royal dish, and it is now an essential dish for traditional holidays and special occasions as well. It is commonly served as a side dish, but you could easily eat this as well over rice as a japchae bap or alone as a main dish. This one's so yummy, but I usually when I do bulgogi, it's like it's usually underneath it. It's so good. So my sim's gonna make that, and I think also I have to find a second person to go annoy. So because I did not want to leave my property at all, I just decided to call up a sim and invite them over to my place, and that lucky person being Claire. Mainly because she just kept calling me so often, I felt like. So we made some japchae. Oh, it's only 1 serving, so she's gonna eat that. So with that, we got our first wreath. And then I think there's some hedges after that, but I wasn't too big deal about the wreath. Like, I barely decorate my house, so again, it's going towards my collections, and this just is me going through the stuff. I was actually quite interested in the TV, as well as the cube game thing. Those were like the most interesting to me. So this is where I think I was looking to see if it was an actual collectible, to see if it was even worth my time, and Hole and Glory, there it is. So we're going to do that one as a collection as well. And I'm going to plop that on the wall. That one I realized I was like, oh, I actually need a wall. So I think I only have like 1 wall, and I think they just ended up there for now. So there goes the pretty one first. So Claire basically comes along and we asked her the question, and it's basically the same thing. The next step was basically to stargaze or cloud gaze, but this one I wasn't even sure if I had to do it with someone. So I was like, hey Claire, why don't we just sunglaze? Whoa, what? Sunglaze? To sungraze? Whichever one. So we did that for a hot minute. And then at this point, I was basically done the first weeks of tradition. So this part, I wasn't even sure if like the next one was going to be triggered or if I had to sleep and wake up the next day. So I just waited around. I looked at the stuff that I achieved. So after playing a little bit, the next one came up. It looks like you caught the spirit. The holiday season is all about sharing wonderful moments. Perhaps you could have a heartfelt conversation with Sims around the neighborhood. Oh, and don't forget to try making some delicious brigadeiro. Brigadeiro. I know someone will enjoy this treat. Hopefully I pronounced that somewhat close. I'm not 100% sure. But now our next thing is to cook it and have a nice chat about holiday traditions with people. So I think I started with Claire and she gave me something. In my home, you could tell it was the time of the season when all you heard playing on the stereo was the winter holiday station. It was a magical time. So from here, I started calling a lot of people. To be honest, I don't even know why I invited this many people, because I'm pretty sure I only needed to ask a handful of people, and then my OBS and or my Sims game crashed. I'm not 100% sure which one, but I had to basically start all over again. Ever so luckily, I didn't actually have to start all over. Somehow the game registered the fact that I did complete the first one, but it didn't register anything else I did. So all my gnomes came back. Liza was actually surprisingly gone. And I think all my stuff needed reading again. So I just basically invited everyone over just so I could ask them the questions. And then also because of the food I had to make, I just figured, why don't I just invite people over? Oh, I should tell you guys what this one says. So this one says, the origin of the dessert isn't certain, but the most common theory is that it was created by a confectioner from Rio de Janeiro, Heloisa Nabuco de Oliveira, to promote the presidential candidacy of Brigadier Eduardo Gomez, hence name Brigadeiro. The dessert is made of condensed milk, cocoa powder, butter, and chocolate sprinkles covering the outside layer, making it the perfect bite type of dessert. Given it is very easy to make and, well, absolutely delicious. It made its way into being a staple in parties and any kind of festivity really, so don't be surprised to spot these at any Brazilian celebration. And don't forget, it's vegetarian safe. So we did that, and then all of a sudden I realized that I did not have my wreath, and I had to go searching for it, and I ended up buying it again because it was nowhere in my inventory, and it wasn't in my household inventory. So I basically spent $180 just to put it back on my wall. And then the funny thing is, if I include this later on, you'll realize that I had the same issue with that as I did the Death Frog, where it didn't register that I had it, so I had to buy it, put it in my inventory, and then put it back on the wall. So that's what I ended up having to do. What am I doing here? Oh, I was looking for a bar because one of the missions is to make a drink. So let me see. I've been reading the thing and didn't realize if I finished. So I finished the other one where you talk to a few people about the traditions. So after I invited all those people, I made that dish and I talked to all three, got that out of the woods. And then I tried to get a mini bar because it was the smallest thing. But does this mean there's another set of food that I didn't? Oh, chocolate chip cookies. That's simple. We don't need to read about chocolate chip cookies. But basically, that one was easy too. That one was finished quickly just because I only had to talk to 3 people and make the one dish. This one, I think, is I honestly lost track while I was reading the last one because I realized I wasn't reading at the same speed that I'm talking. That meant a lot of it got delayed. So with me recording this, even though it's kind of edited, me doing my voiceover is not really edited. So there's going to be a lot of ums and stuff, so bear with me. It's my first voiceover. Don't know if I want to do it again. It's so much work compared to just recording a video and then just editing it down. But the cookies were actually hilarious because I couldn't figure out how to make them because I couldn't remember where they were. I was thinking they were either under cooking or baking. No, at first I think they were under baking because they're chocolate chip cookies. So I went under bake, couldn't find it, thought I had to level up, so I leveled up a bit, and then I actually read the stupid instructions and it says to cook, I think. So I was like, why can't we not move chocolate chips under baking, because you're basically baking chocolate chip cookies. But that is my random story from this get-go. So there's that, and the next mission is to watch some holiday TV together with someone. So I had to bug someone to come over. who I got Eliza to come over again, and that one is done. And I barely even watched it together with her. We weren't even sitting in the same area. So this is, to be honest, at this point I lost track of which one this is. But as we can see, I have 2 wreaths now, so that means I completed 2 weeks. This is the 3rd week, and this says to talk to people and to research some stuff. So I think that's what I was doing. But then I also think that spur of the moment where I went into the living part, I still have that trait from the Reaper rewards where you have to put a house trait on, and so you get like people coming or giving you stuff saying, hey, thanks for the scare, and they give you items. That keeps coming up, and it's kind of annoying. So yeah, and then that was week 3 done. So basically that was just researching and stuff. And then this one says it's time to celebrate. So I think this one I had to cook some more food and then invite Sims over. And then I think this was more of like a little celebration thing. So you had your Sims over, and every time my game would pause from the cooking menu, it gave me a heart attack. So there was that. I'm wondering why this video took like 50 something minutes. Oh, maybe not. Oh no, I don't know what's going on right now. This will probably be the most realist video you ever get from me, because I'm not editing this down, and I am very absent-minded when making these videos. I always get distracted with whatever's going on behind it. So let me get more comfy. So I'm making more food. And oh, you have to have music as well. So I remember having to buy a guitar. And the funny thing is, I wasn't even that good at playing it, but literally you could just do sing song and it counted as something. And no one even had to be there for it, I think. So here we got the next wreath, which is the 3rd one. Oh, I got the 3rd and 4th. I just didn't put it up there. So see, I just had one more left. Oh, see, this was when I realized that the game didn't register that I had put the first one in. So I had to go back and like delete it, and then, well, not delete it, but put it in my inventory and then put it back out. I changed out the TV for this new one. I think this is brilliant. Like, I wish I had this TV in real life, because the fact that it's like a picture frame but it turns into a TV, it's so cool. I also changed it because I think it was part of the mission as well. Yeah, it says you have to watch it on a TV, and my screen does not like the game when I'm in the middle of editing it. So I think it's telling me to document my research, and to watch a show, and then also to do something at the same time together. At this point of recording this, I kind of gave up like actually doing the fine details. So if you notice I'm not zooming in on stuff, I do apologize. It's my first time doing this kind of video, and I realized I don't like this kind of video. It's so hard to do voiceover. I feel like it's harder to do voiceovers and edit a video at the same time versus just recording the video and then just cutting it down. So this one, is this the last one? Oh, so the last part, oh yeah, you have to invite people over to have cocoa as well. So I had that there too. And oh, and I realized I had a little plaque from gathering all my freezer bonies. And I also got rid of the trash plants because those things test me. I was just basically cleaning up the house because I felt like every time I do any of these rewards, I just keep buying stuff and then not doing anything with it. So let me check. I think this is the end of the video. So that was in fact the actual end of the video. I didn't realize that it was the end of the video because my Adobe Pro, every time I edited a clip, it's supposed to move everything up, and it did not move everything up. So I didn't even realize how short this video was. Oh, now I know why. It's because when I shrunk the size, the speed of it, it did not move. Okay, that makes sense. But either way, thanks for joining me on this. I know I kind of quit halfway with going through every single week with you guys. Um but it was a very quick one, and the general gist of it was the same. It was, you talk to the Sims about their traditions, you make certain foods, you entertain, and you make good food and stuff. So I just wanted to use this as like another collection to collect. So this means we have 2 done so far, which is awesome. And yeah, so I'm gonna try not to blabber on because I'm not really editing this like too hardcore, and this is the second time I'm recording this because I felt like I talked way too much in the first one. So you guys know what to do. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you're looking forward to next. I'm still doing the collecting series, so now I just gotta actually tune in on what I want to start collecting and what I need to work on. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.